Hi, today is actually April the 2nd, 2020, and this is my second part for Iris Whistling Elk, her case. So, I'm just going to think. I've already shuffled the cards, but I'm also going to just do a brief shuffle. I promise you no long shuffling. And center her as much as I can into this reading, the way I do it. Okay. Iris Whistling Elk. Iris Whistling Elk. Okay. Iris Whistling Elk. Ancestors, Spirit of the Tarot, Madame Marie Laveau, whose candle I am burning during this pandemic. I am asking for your help in giving this reading accurately and what needs to be further known or of help regarding the case of Iris Whistling Elk, regarding Iris. Let's just take a look at Iris. This is part 2. If you haven't listened to part 1, it is not super long, but it's a nice little kind of break-in, so to speak, reading on her case, and I'll put a link in the description box if you're coming upon this video before the initial one, because this is part 2 for Iris Whistling Elk. Okay, the atmosphere covering her is to do with the Lovers. Okay. Crossing her, Queen of Swords. This would be either in strength or as an obstacle. We'll know more with the other cards. There was fighting or competition. And I really feel like this is to do with someone wanting loyalty or being possessive of someone and jealous or upset with Iris for some reason. And I get like there's the basis of the reading is the High Priestess, so there are things that are not, there are secrets. There are things that people know. And I feel like it's saying, and pardon the wound back, any other, it sounds like a whoopee cushion, a piglet, a percolator, sorry for any background noise. But what I get with considering the first reading and just this initial start is, to me, a continuation of that story. So I feel like I'm tracking. Okay, so that was my stomach. Okay, High Priestess. This may have been like, again, it has something to do with a secretive relationship with someone. And this is a plan. This is saying that somebody had a plan. Somebody had made some kind of plan in connection to this Queen of Swords. And it sure looks like an ambush to me. Yeah. And that 10 of Wands is the highest amount of stress. So there was a great deal of conflict. We get conflict combative that with the card crowning her, which is the card of awareness and what is possibly come to be in the near future. So she kind of knew that with this female, she had it out for her. Let me get a sip of tea. My allergies today, you can hear my voice, but I can't always be taking medication all the time like that, because it makes me just way too tired, lethargic. So, I'm sorry, you have to put up with it. And she's aware of some kind of regret, some sort of regret and loss. So if she had had some sort of thing where she was with somebody that this woman didn't like, or that this woman, let's say if it was a guy she liked, that would definitely be a no-no. But I have a feeling that this older female energy that I had connected to her assault feels to me like she planned this, actually. And this person has a really confrontatious manner. She really likes to have control of everybody and everything. A very domineering personality type. And there's a King of Swords that's in the environment too. So it looks like it's about a relationship that between primarily two people, but there's something secretive concerning this relationship. I'm not quite sure what that all entails, of course, because I am not privy to the very context of how all this information exactly fits. But it sure looks to me like she knew there was a female that I think had it out for her within regard to a male. Maybe this male even warned her. Maybe this is the person that she was seeing that she wasn't supposed to be seeing. And she feared that she would get ambushed or jumped. I think she was told that she better watch her back. And in regard to this one female and her, a male connected to her, yes, that's clear. That was why. She didn't, that's the truth. There is clarity in that. And I'm getting that people know. And because she had probably been warning that she was going to probably kick her ass or something like that. And I just think she caught her unawares. I think she wore her down with it. She may have warned that she would do it, and then some time may have passed. I don't know how long. Enough for her to make an idea of a plan, it looks like to me. And she just planned to just beat the heck out of her. There was some plan to just whoop her ass. And I think that there was more. She had some people with her. I do think so. I think there may have been a male in the environment, because that's what a male comes up in. A King of Swords. And she's regretful of any association or connection with the 5. she is, this is the card that shows what she's cognizant of, thinking of, and it's like, I think she knew this was going to be bad and she was regretting. I think also any drink that she maybe even caught her off guard in that way, or regretted drinking as much perhaps because that's when she got attacked. And I think her guard was down a bit. And it may not. Why do I get a feeling that she may not necessarily need to have even been flirty? That this female might be drunk so much herself to think that it was flirting. Or it could be her boyfriend was flirting with her and she couldn't control exactly that. I have a feeling it may have been something. Perhaps something a bit more known but not known regarding the play out. I think that if nothing else, it could have been he was seeking her out, and someone that's very possessive of him gets angry and decides to literally attack and beat the heck out of this person. And that's what happened. And I get that that's the clear story. That's it. And I get a Queen of Cups comes back in, and there's other people involved. So I'm getting this Queen of Cups, even though there's a Queen of Swords here. This energy is as a obstructing energy for her, and I feel like it has more to do with giving these cards with confronting someone physically, like combat, so to speak, knowing that she's going to have to fight back, knowing she's got a physical confrontation on her hands to do with a secret relationship or attraction that is going to put her in a place of having to defend herself suddenly, and that this female has others with her. That's what makes sense to me, given our the first reading on Iris, Whistling Elk. This, I think, actually is the key perpetrator involved, who had others at her side to help her out and watch her back, make sure she could do it, whatever. A small gang. So I would say an adult woman, a little bit older, maybe by I get like 2 or 3 years, maybe. Not that is a sticking point or anything, but a little bit older, I think, than 20-year-old Iris. The Queen and the King cards are indicative of an adult. So that, to me, is really more 21 and up. 18, yeah, you're still a teenager. So I still get a knight card for that type of energy, young adult. But when I see a queen, I'm going to know that this is someone close to the age of 21, or who has got their crap together. But this chronologically, for me, is age with this person, in her case. So she was I feel like we're getting the Queen of Cups was the key person involved, and she recruited maybe a couple of other people to help her out. maybe 3 other people knew. And I do think at one point someone that knew, either from having heard it from someone involved, may have gone and actually confessed or told somebody. But it could be, if they did it in the confines of a Catholic Church type of thing, that would be in confidential information, because I do feel like it does. This person wanted to confess what they knew, and I think they may have told a holy person or a priest type person, if it's in a traditional, which I did get the Hierophant, so more of a traditional. But the question is, what kind of tradition we're talking. But regardless, somebody had a heaviness of heart in the knowledge of what they knew regarding her case and confessed, I think, to somebody. Yeah, that's interesting. So she's been trying to keep this truth bottled up, this truth kept, blocked. But it shows the Tower that you're, the things that you are going to think are going to be there for you all the time, and what you're counting on, or are misplaced and will not withstand. So I think it's totally a solvable case. And because the information is out there, but it's getting to the people that have this information while they're yet alive, isn't it? And this happened in 1978. I am getting here again. I feel like there is this person, the truth is that they're very big on their image. They want to be thought of as a badass, they like Trump, they need a frickin' parade of people to tell them how great they are. And if you don't tell me, I'm gonna beat you up. It's that kind of person. I think this female's that kind of person. Demanding loyalty here. Also, like, thinks she's head of a gang or something. Or some kind of, the head of some kind of group. There's just something weird about that. A whole lot of ego. This other female's ego is tremendous. And tremendously, insecure, that did this to her. But I feel like the people involved, they may not be alive anymore either. I'm not real clear on that. Kind of feel like those lifetimes are this person, I just feel like it's done. It's that double end of a cycle. But this is more of a, she wanted her peers to acknowledge her as being a badass and commanding a certain degree, certainly, of loyalty. And I rather do not feel like the woman who's responsible for having her ambushed and attacking her, killing her, I don't feel like she's alive anymore. There might be a woman who knows something yet still alive that is an adult. Could have been that this information was shared with her if she was not directly involved. And I feel like this woman might still actually even be trying to get an official truth regarding Iris's passing, her death. This could be a sister. Public, yeah, appeal to the public, appealing to the public still to do the right thing. And because it happened, I feel like I was shown that this, wherever she was jumped, it was in front of other people. It was in a public area, and I think there were a couple other people that accompanied this female. Like I said, that had some kind of a loyalty. It's almost like a gang feeling, almost like this woman expected her friends and the people around her to look up to her, or to think of her in awe. But terribly insecure, terribly narcissistic, malevolent, and like her, using substances, drink particularly, probably because I did get that Queen of Cups twice for the main person involved that wanted to do this, and it has to do with the male. Stupid. But that she was so insecure, that's why she had Iris attacked. So whoever that might be, I think people know in that small community. That's all I can add, and I just hope that somehow yet someone comes forward so the information can be official for the family. Even if people have passed on and they don't think it matters anymore, it does matter. It does matter. It matters that the truth, the truth matters. And it would be the right thing to do. All right. I hope you have a great day, and please take this virus seriously if you go out in public. Not kidding, I will be the next time I go out for my next doctor's visit, wearing gloves and a mask. I always wash my hands also when I come home. Whole thing you can do that's smart. So please take care of yourself. You matter. Okay? All right. Have a good one.